Alright, let's go. I'm turning this back down. Alright, let's go. It was dicey, but we've done our jobs. Come on, the rest of the chaperones will take it from here. What? I have something to show you. Oh. Joseph leads me out of the main room and down some darkened corridors of the church. I can barely see anything and find myself tripping over my own feet. Joseph, I think I lost you. His hand finds me in the darkness. I'm right here. I'm glad he can't see me blush. We keep walking. Where are we? This church is huge. We're almost there. I actually have to admit that I was a little dishonest with you. I didn't invite you just to help me chaperone. What happened to lying being one of the 10 things you're not supposed to do? I think there's an exception for when you're trying to surprise a friend. Joseph closes the door behind us. I guess we're in a random room in the depths of his church now? What could he have planned? So, last time we talked about escaping to an island where we could live out an easy tropical lifestyle, where our only worry is trying to find that lost shaker of salt. Since I can't do that, I figured I would bring a little bit of the tropics to Maple Bay. It's not Margaritaville, but it's something. Joseph throws on the lights. Aww, welcome to Margarita Zone. Aww, it's his office, but, you know. There are twinkle lights on the walls, little garlands of fake flowers, and 2 little beach chairs up on the desk. There's a blender and 2 glasses on the table, ukulele music in the background. Aw, Joseph, this is amazing. There's no pop tops to step on here, buddy. You did this for me? Oh. Joseph takes a seat and gestures for me to do the same. I did this for us, but I think we've earned it. I settle in while Joseph pours us both margaritas. You really went all out. I have a flair for the dramatic, and you can't lead the community if you don't know how to make a good margarita. I take a sip. Oh, this is killer. I would follow this man. Do you think the dance is going to be okay without our sick dance moves? No, not here. You're missing the point of the Margarita Zone. Margarita Zone is a place of rest and relaxation, yes. It's a place where you can kick your feet up and forget about your worries for a while. Watch out for blown out flip-flops. Let's get tattoos of Mexican cuties. It's heaven on earth with an onion slice. Why the hell is there a slice of onion in your thing? I mean, I get the Margaritaville reference. I don't know Margaritaville that well. Well, what can we actually do here in, let's watch out for blown flip-flops? It's a real fear. Thankfully, no heels will get cut in my version of the Margarita Zone. Joseph gestures to his makeshift island bar he's made. You know, it's funny. This reminds me of when I was younger. I've been meaning to ask, what did you do before you started preaching? It's not interesting. I left home young and I got into trouble. What? What kind of trouble? Trouble meant I got to go wherever I wanted, whenever. I hitchhiked around the country, I went on adventures, met all kinds of people, did some stuff I'm not proud of. But I was young and in love, and I didn't have to answer to anybody. And now, I host fundraiser car washes and take kids to soccer practice on the weekends. Sorry, I don't mean to get heavy here. It's okay. It seems like you spend a lot of time taking care of others, but not enough time taking care of yourself. If you need to talk about it, I am here for you. Joseph stares deeply into the blender filled with ice and margarita mix. It's just, I think about Margaritaville a lot, or the concept of it. A place where I could strum my 6-string while I wait for the shrimp to boil, drink margaritas, and forget my worries. It's an easy life. I had Margaritaville once, but I think the closest I'm ever going to get back to it is Margarita Zone, a short and occasional reprieve from daily life. Is that such a bad thing? This is pretty nice. It doesn't last forever, that's the rub. When you're in Margarita Zone, it's not like your problems have really gone away. You're just choosing to ignore them. Maybe you're looking at it the wrong way. Maybe Margarita Zone is actually better because Margaritaville is an impossible ideal. Remember what Quinn said, sometimes you have to play the sad tunes to appreciate the bangers. If stepping on a pop tap is your biggest concern, how could you possibly appreciate the boiling shrimp? And Margarita Zone isn't landlocked to this office. I think it's about finding the little pieces of Margarita Zone throughout your day and taking joy in those moments. That's awfully optimistic of you. It doesn't have to be anything big. Like, for me, I think it's being able to quietly do word jumbles or drink coffee in the morning to see my daughter smile, or I smile at Joseph. You know, to spend some quality time with a friend. Yeah? Yeah. I can feel myself leaning closer to Joseph. Is it just me, or is he leaning closer too? Uh-oh. Joseph tenses up. He downs the rest of his margarita and hops out of his chair. Oh, it's getting late. We should head back. Sure. Joseph and I make sure that the dance wraps up without incident before he takes me back to the cul-de-sac. He's drunk. Well, more one margarita is not the worst, but I hop out of Joseph's car before he pulls into his own driveway. Oh, thanks again for the help. Thanks again for Margarita Zone. Maybe we'll go back there one day. If we do, it'll be my own damn fault. Joseph chuckles and drives away. I walk into my living room and find Amanda curled up under a blanket and groaning. Hey, Panda, you feeling okay? Dad, I have a tummy ache. Did you eat too much youth group food? I drank deeply from the well of life and now I pay the price. And by the well of life, I mean that lukewarm bowl of punch seltzer and juice and sherbet. Amanda slides to the floor with an elongated groan. Do you need anything, kiddo? A time machine that goes back approximately 2 hours so that I can warn myself of the folly of excess. I'll pour you some water. Love you, Pops. How did the dance go? Oh, I crushed it. I got the kids on the dance floor at the expense of my dignity. A fair trade. Also, everything hurts now. I'll see you in the morning, kiddo. Night, Dad. Alright. I didn't get to hear what Joseph said there, and that's okay. I mean, there's weird tensions, and I'm really honestly not okay with them. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, I was not planning this. There's a thing. There's a thing here. Another dreary night, another listless stroll through Maple Bay. I've really been bonding with the community at Jim and Kim's lately, so my strolls have been leading me there more and more often. Peter, the man from the bank, and Keith from down the street, Evelyn, who I saw at the deli that time, and the guy whose name I think is Carl, are basically members of this family at this point. In fact, I heard Neil, the surly bartender, mention that tonight is Keith from down the street's birthday, and that he'd have to get that little baby a little cake for his little special day. I think he was probably just being a dick, but I had it anyway. The mere possibility of cake is strong enough to lure me in. I step inside to see Neil washing a cake tray with a crime scene outline of pink icing on it, huh? I guess it really was Keith from down the street's birthday, and I missed it. I sit down and order a beer. As I sit down at the beer, I notice Mary from next door, sitting in the corner of the room, drinking, alone, again. She must be having a rough day. She seems so wary and sad. She's been doing this more and more often lately. A pang of guilt shoots through me. Does she know? Is this because of me? Am I a homewrecker? No. Is this all part of Joseph's second date? I don't know. Or is this because I walked her home? I have no idea. Is this all because I walked her home? I don't know. Let's just say hi. Yeah. I decide to go say hello. I walk over to her booth. She does not look up. The seat taken? She still doesn't look up. I take a seat anyway, and she finally notices me. You. Okay. Maybe not the best idea. Hey. Having fun with your new best friend, Joseph? He's a great... I'm so glad. I'm so happy for you, too. Mary, I never accuse you of anything uncouth, Charlie. You're just having an innocent, very platonic time with my husband, a supportive friendship. You're a good friend, aren't you? Just a friend. That's funny. Joseph usually likes his friends to at least have a spine.
Ugh.
Well, we can't all be as blunt as you are, Mary. So you're an expert on my marriage now? I'm not trying to be an expert on any marriage. I'm just trying to be here for my friend, okay? Oh, you're there for him. I see how you look at him. I bet you're there for him a lot. She takes a long sip, and this was a mistake. You know? You're not his type, I'm surprised. Mary pays her tab and strides right out of Jim and Kim's without looking back. That went well.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Well, even if I had tried to ignore her, I reckon there would have been some kind of confrontation anyway. So, I am totally okay. And again, I don't want to do the Joseph thing anyway. And I haven't wanted to. I'm just doing it for the fans. Okay. Anyway, I think I have officially gone on 2 dates with everybody. Let me just double check this real quick. Yep, I think I've gone on 2 dates with everybody, and so next time it will be the official thing. Blah. Alright, next time's gonna be the big one where I actually pick somebody's third date, and we do it, and then we find out if we're a good match or not, and I'm really nervous about that actually, because I don't know how this is gonna go. Anyway, until next time, Augie saying, later.